What's up, my wonderful sports to the one family? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are doing okay. Hope everybody is getting themselves ready for the second ODI between West Indies and Pakistan. Yes, my viewers and subscribers, we're gonna have to come up with a plan how to get the better of Pakistan in this second game here. Truth be told, we didn't do too badly in the first game. We lost the game, so there are a couple of things that we definitely need to touch up on. But I don't know what sort of plans we're going to be able to put together to win this game here. But I'm just going to talk about my starting 11, the 11 that I would use, and probably just reason a little bit about the what to expect in the game. So just to recap quickly, the first game, as you guys will remember, we made 305 for 8 with Brooks getting 70 and She-Hope getting 127. We were, however, not able to defend that as the bowling, wasn't the best. Let's just say it wasn't the best bowling. All right, so going into this second ODI game here, what we need to do is to make sure that we are clinical just the same. If we bat first again, we still need to try and score close to 300 or over 300. Now, when I say close to 300, it's because I know that generally speaking, we're not very consistent. I'm not saying close to 300 will be a good enough score to actually beat Pakistan. I'm saying we need to bat out the 50 overs if we bat first, and we need to get as close as possible to that 300 mark again. If we're able to get 320, 325, then don't know if that will be enough, because we would have seen Pakistan chasing down over, I think it was about 340 against Australia in the last series that they had against Australia. So what we're going to need to do, guys, is to just try and get as much as possible and hope that the bowlers will be able to defend it if we bat first. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Batting first, try and score as much as possible. If we can get 320, 330, that would be good. But hopefully this is a new fit West Indies team. Usually you don't get West Indies scoring back-to-back 300. I am hoping that this second ODI will get that. All right, so as relates to the team now, we're gonna go with Shamar Brooks and well, we're gonna go with She-Hope once again. Kyle Mayers, you don't want to just change it off the first game, off just one game, the opening position. I would probably go with that. It's not like Brandon King came in the middle order and he didn't tee off in this game. So I'm not gonna put him up the top. I'm gonna go again with She-Hope and Kyle Mayers, right? We basically the same batting order there. So She-Hope, Kyle Mayers. We're gonna have we have Shamar Brooks. We're gonna have Shamar Brooks coming in, right? We have Nicholas Pooran coming in and doing his thing also. We have Nicholas Pooran, we have Brandon King, we have Ravman Powell. And here's my thing, guys. I really want to find a way to get Casey Carty in the team, but I'm not too sure how it's gonna go. I'm not gonna drop Brandon King based off one performance, so he's back in. Instead of reading out the entire team, let me just say maybe the only change from the last team that I would make, I would probably find a way to bring Kimo Paul in the team, right? And the only way to do that now would be to ask Romario Shepherd to sit. And I don't want it to seem as if because he was tortured in the last game, I am just throwing him to the side. I always like to give players more than one opportunity to prove themselves. If you go out there in the first game you are not able to get things done, then usually I would say, all right, give them a second game to see how it goes. But seeing that Kimo Paul was called up and he's there and settled in the recently concluded regional championship, he was bowling real aggressive. He has been playing cricket, so I'm not saying he's going to be in peak shape to run through Pakistan, but I think he might be a little bit more disciplined than Romario Shepherd in terms of not trying too many variations. Romario Shepherd, we're not throwing him away, but and the next thing why we can't even throw him away is because of his batting. That is the thing. Romario Shepherd will probably come in every now and again and give you a 30 from a 20, and that is something that we usually want from a man coming in at 7-8. because more often than not, they either somebody from the top order or the middle order that should have done some batting will fail, and then usually you want him to pick it up a little bit. But I I I am leaning towards trying Keem up all in this game. Definitely leaning towards him to see where he's at. So that is the only change that I would make. Really sorry that I can't get Casey Carty in, but the batting wasn't too much of an issue in terms of the fact that we got over 300. I mean, it was just because of that massive century from Shea Hope, that 70 from Shamar Brooks, and Ravman Powell, who got in the 30s. Right, it's not like the entire batting unit really teed off, because Pooran, as I said, didn't do much. Brandon King didn't do much. You understand? Romari Shepherd did his thing. So Kyle Mears didn't do anything. So we had about 3 or 4 guys that we expected to get runs that didn't get runs. So if we don't have this massive century from Shea Hope in the next game, or Shamar Brooks don't get a good half century, then we would be in problem. So I'm not saying the batting is the perfect fix, because if you watch the game, you can easily see that Nicholas Pooran didn't play based on how the game was going. As a captain, he will need to step up and play the game in the right way. As I always say, I prefer, if you are playing a 50 over game, I prefer you bat out you bat 10 overs and try and get probably a 40 or a 50, help out the team. Right, more than come and hit 3 6s and get out when you don't really that don't really make any sense in ODI cricket. It's not that short. It's not like in T20 cricket you come when 5 or 6 overs remaining, you try to go hard. If you get out, a couple of the power hitters are there. You need sensible batting when you come. Look at Pakistan, right? Couple of guys got out when Mohammad Rizwan came in. The guy settled down and got a half century. Partnered up with Babar Azam for quite some time. Made sure that the team went across the line. Those are the sort of things that we need to see our so-called specialist batsmen do. Come in and settle down and bat and stop the foolishness. I know a lot of I know we like when the 6s are being hit, and when they hit in the 6, we'll say yes, hit them. But we are the same ones that are going to say, come on, you shouldn't have done that when you try and you get out. Because, I mean, you are the professional, as I said in a previous video, you are the professional. You should know how to set up the thing and make sure that, you are not caught in the trap, or as Fazir would say, you are not drowning in honey. You understand? So that is something that we definitely need to look at. But I think it was after the first game, Nicholas Pooran, could have been before the first game, he said that he has a feeling that something big is coming. So let us hope that something big will come in this second game here, because we definitely need it. We need it. I didn't really have much issue with how he used his bowlers. Didn't really have much issues with how he rotated them. Romari Shepherd bowling at the death there. As I said, I didn't watch the last maybe 10 overs or so. But it's not the first time we would have seen where Romari Shepherd would have gotten the opportunity to bowl in the death, because he's known to try a lot of change up deliveries, a lot of subtle thing. It doesn't always work, you understand, but it's not the first time that I would have seen it. So I'm not going to knock Nicky P for that one. A couple of, I think it was 1 or 2 deliveries, maybe one from Azar Joseph took the edge and went. Basically set up the batsman, was able to beat him, take the edge and flew past slip. I'm not going to criticize Nicholas Pooran for not even having a slip there, because it's not like the ball was swinging or the pitch was really doing anything much. So much deliveries weren't really taking edge and going through there. So I won't criticize him for the one time that I saw Azar Joseph getting the edge and beating the getting the edge and it going past the empty slippery region. So this second ODI, hopefully we'll be able to take the victory. As I said in a previous video, I heard Nicholas Pooran doing an interview and saying that he was actually smiling, saying we're going to need to find a way to get rid of Babar Azam real early. So I am happy that he knows that. It's the same way how we are planning to get rid of the #1 ODI batsman in the world. They are planning to get rid of Shea Hope, who is also in the top 10. So, let us see how it goes, my viewers and subscribers. I I am not too sure if we're going to be able to pull it off, but hopefully, as I said, if we bat first, we need to get over that 300 mark once again. I don't know if we can push 320, 325. Everybody would have to chip in though. If we bowl first, we have to try and restrict them, try and bowl them out for under 300 and then see what our batsmen can do. But until then, we're definitely going to be keeping an eye out, my viewers and subscribers. Once the game is on, you know, I probably won't be able to go live through this one, but I'm definitely going to be doing a video to recap the results. So let's go and big up on yourself, my peeps, and stay tuned to the channel. Zin, I'm out.